Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm WildSparrow and it's been a while since we've done a video on this series, so I'm going to explain to you exactly what it is again. I will tell you guys how long ago I started it, which was pretty long ago. So here it goes. If you've seen this before, you know what this is. This is my longest running save ever. For a while we ran monthly shows, then we moved on to weekly shows. Then when I defeated my competition, I just moved back to monthlies because I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest with you guys. And there's no particular anniversary this time. The only reason why I'm doing this video now is because we just did UFC 200, which technically wasn't our 200th show because we also have our regional shows. We have UFC UK in January, Canada in March, Australia in May, Japan in July, Mexico in September, and Europe in November. As you can see, they have different importance already. So highly regarded for the UK, legendary for Canada, above average for Australia, historic for Japan, above average for Mexico, and highly regarded for Europe. I'm gonna move on to our events. As you can see, let's just scroll quickly past here. Let's just scroll quick. There we go. As you can see, we started rather weak, with a 40 rating. UFC 1, our first champion was Jushin Liger. Doug Williams was our first Intercontinental champion. The Haas brothers were our first tag team champions. They defeated Ekmo and Kimofatu and the Hardy Boys. Fun fact, out of this match, as a matter of fact, out of this event, there's only one person that's still with UFC's main roster. Oh no, he's not there anymore. I just sent him to our developmental. So there's nobody from our roster at this point is still with us. I just realized that. That is pretty interesting. Some people left, some people I let them go, some people were moved on to our developmental to train the generations to come. And as you can see, just a year after, a massive improvement just right here, which was pretty impressive, I gotta say. Then we keep improving. We have our first 90, I believe, was here. This is our first 90. Yeah. UFC 37, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. They'd been feuding for quite some time. So you can see Bret Hart was the world champion for quite some time, and then they started exchanging the championship. As you can see, Owen won, then Owen retained, then Bret won, and let's move on to 2001. Then Owen won again. Owen retained, and he retained finally in a ultimate submission, a 90-minute ultimate submission match to retain one last time. And I believe this was part of a tournament. Oh yeah, this was a tag team classic, wasn't it? I believe it was. Let me see. Because this is only tag team matches. So this had to have been... Yeah, I think that was the tag team classic. We move on. This is when we started doing weeklies. Look at this. 109. We got a 96 rating. Our best match was our main event. Drew Galloway defeated Kevin Steen. Fun fact, Kevin Steen really went down the card after that one. Let's see, UFC World Title. Yeah, because I vacated the title. Because, let me see, Kevin Nash defeated Chris Jericho. And I was hyping up Galloway versus Nash, right? But Nash got suspended. So I had a Big Show attack Nash. Did he get suspended? I feel like he got suspended. I don't know. And we had Galloway versus Steen for the championship. And let's just move on to 2014, which is where we're at. And here we have a very good series of events lately, and a 99 for CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes, which is odd. I had gotten that before, but I still don't get why I get that. And let's move on to look at our champions. Our Cruiserweight champion. By the way, all these championships that you see that used to belong to other companies, I'm using them because I bought those companies. I'll show you guys in a bit. UFC Cruiserweight champion is AJ Styles. The Heavyweight champion is Brock Lesnar. Nick Nemeth is the Intercontinental champion. He beat Jon Moxley. Shinsuke Nakamura and Kota Ibushi are the tag team champions. They defeated Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton, who held the titles for 2 years and 2 months. That's the new record. Our trios champions, they're known as NXT. They're Samoa Joe, Tyler Black, and Prince Devitt. Now, you guys know why they're called NXT. In universe, they're called NXT because they're tired of the same people changing the titles amongst themselves and not giving other people a shot. So they just formed a super group, and they beat the trio known as New Japan. It's actually a stable. It's this trio and this tag team. They're called New Japan because they united after the purchase of New Japan when Naito came in. So he's basically a bad influence on them. Io Shirai is our women's champion. She beat Heather Patera, Miss Natural. Kana and Mayu Iwatani are our women's tag team champions. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I made these titles because every time I'd put Kana in a title match, she would win the title. Because I don't really select winners. I don't like doing that. She would win the title, so I just made a separate women's title to keep her distracted with that one, so other people could get the chance at the women's championship. And that's how April and Amazing Kong and Heather Patera and now Io Shirai have held the women's championship. Io Shirai is also a former tag team champion, because these three are in a trio. Kana, Mayu, and Io are in a trio called Stardom. Yep, you guys know why they're called Stardom. And the UFC World Champion, a 13-time World Champion, CM Punk, cashed in Money in the Bank. He's the first person ever to win Money in the Bank 3 times. And he's also the first ever 13-time World Champion. He got the title up to a 100 prestige on multiple occasions, so I can always rely on him to get the world title up there, which is great. Now I'll show you guys exactly how many companies I've bought out in this 16 plus year save. That's a lot of companies. Jesus Christ, I did not realize it was these many. Alright, so we have 1 PW, 3 PW, AAA, BCW, which is our developmental, if you guys don't know. GCCW, this is a gen company, I think. Yeah. CMLL, I own that. Dragon Gate, ECW, EPW, FCW, FIP, New Japan. Here we go, the climax. GCCW, I already said that one. ICW, IPWK, New Japan again, IWI, Lucha Libre USA, Main Event something wrestling, Meow, I guess that's what it's called, MLW, New Japan again, NWGP, NWI, PPW, PWG, ROH, SSWGP, what the hell is an SSWGP? Stardom, STHLM, Stampede. This is my former women's Money in the Bank. I let it go, but I might bring it back now. Honestly, I might bring that back. Yeah, let's bring that one back. Activate. Yeah, let's bring the women's Money in the Bank back. The King of the Ring, which I ran one time, was won by AJ Styles. I might run it again on our 20th anniversary, because I ran it on our 10th anniversary. Makes sense to bring it back then. I won't bring this one back, I don't think. Unless that'd be interesting. I could, if I do bring big events back, I probably will record them, because that would be interesting, right? So let me know if you want to see a tournament, a King of the Ring tournament with our UFC talent, and let me know if you want to see a tag team classic with our UFC talent. I'll even go through the talent, and you guys can suggest people for those tournaments if you want. That's all up to you. WCW, UPW as well, the WWF, and that's it. Yeah, and that is where we left off. All those companies. All right. Now a look at our at the living companies. We have All Japan Women, BTCW, BTWC, BCW are developmental, the second company in ranking worldwide. ECWA, EPWA, EWA, ECW, but not that one. Founded by Jeff Jarrett in Iberia. What? First of all, what? Second of all, 0. Have you not been running events? Well, what is this? Hold on. I haven't seen this company. They legit have not ran any events. They've been alive for 7 years. And they haven't run any events. Hold on. He stepped down in 2014. And Felix stepped up in 2014 in March. But they still haven't run any events. This is so weird. Financially comfortable. They're the last company in terms of ranking. What else? What the hell? I've never seen that happen. They've been alive for about 7 years. And they haven't done anything. What? GWL sounds like GFW. GWG, HHPW, Infernal League of Wrestling, IWRG, IWW, IWA, Jersey All Pro, Kaientai, Knockout Championship Wrestling, Massive League of Wrestling, the second MLW, Premier Championship of Wrestling, Premier Wrestling Grand Prix, Progress, Revolution, or RevPro, Revolutionary Association of Wrestling, Spectacular Wrestling Forever, Spectacular Wrestling Group, Spotlight Wrestling Incorporated, Svensk Wrestling SID, Top Rope Wrestling Federation, Total Non-Stop Action. Yes, that's alive. Amazingly enough, the WWF and WCW are dead. These guys are alive. What is their roster even? Maven. Friggin' Maven. They do have Fire End though. This is us, UFC, World Wrestling All-Stars, World Wrestling Council, and Wrestle 1. Alright, so let's take a look at our roster. We're gonna go by push. And we're gonna filter the champions out because I want to take the champions out of any tournaments, because what's the point? So you guys are gonna take a look at our roster and let me know if you want a tournament. Who would you like to see? Oh, nope. Right. This is our women's division without the champions. Focus, thank you. April Jeanette, Ariel, Athena, Becky Knox, Beth Phoenix, Christy Hemme, Gail Kim, Heather Patera, Jessica Havoc, Melissa, cheerleader Melissa, Sarah Del Rey, Taylor Hendricks, Tennille Taylor, and Trinity McRae. Why did I change back to Tennille? Oh, because I thought about changing her name to Dashwood. Here we have in our enhancement talents TJP and Kazuki Hashimoto. I signed TJP honestly for this reason. Hold on. For this reason. Notice how he lost him on the same day? That's when I signed him. Pretty sure they don't have champions right now. Because they're the main threat in America right now, and in the United States. So I had to steal him because he was their main eventer. So I just offered him like a very small $5,000 contract. Our openers: Naito, Casey McKnight, Scott Dawson, Big E, and Austin Creed. Lower mid-carders, Taylor Rotunda, Shingo Takagi, Matt Seidel, Kenta. You guys know this from the stream, but if you didn't watch the stream, we have 2 Roman Reigns', Roman Reigni. Yep, that's the plural, Latin. And one was called Leati Joseph Anoa'i, and the other one was called Joe Anoa'i. And Leati, this one, we named him to Caesar because the Roman Emperor, and you'll see the other one in a bit. Bray Windham and Alex Shelley. I named him Bray Windham because I like it. I like Bray, and he was meant to be a cult leader, but because he had already appeared on the main roster for a little bit earlier, I couldn't change him to a cult leader, so he's just second generation star right now. Tommaso Ciampa, that bald bastard. P.D. Williams, Pac, and here's the other Roman Reigns, Nero, Joe Anoa'i. Kevin Steen, Kenny Omega, John Moxley, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Harry Smith, El Generico, Chris Sabin, Chris Hero, and Adam Cole. Upper mid-carders, non-champions again. Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson, Daichi Hashimoto, Claudio Castagnoli, and Brian Danielson. And in our main eventers, non-champions again, Randy Orton, Kazuchika Okada, Drew Galloway, and Cody Rhodes. This is the roster that is eligible for those tournaments, should you guys want them. I won't advance the game any further for a little bit, because I want to check out the feedback on this. And I also want to ask you guys if you want a download, like if you want me to upload the save as it is right now after UFC 200. I can do that. It's easy. And to download it, all you have to do is get the Aftermath of Montreal mod by Genadi. Whoa, Genadi I can't pronounce their name. The Aftermath of Montreal mod, you have to get that one. And then you install the this save in the saves folder as you would any other save. And you can go ahead and play it for yourself. Check out everything that has happened before. All my cards. Keep booking to your heart's desire. Maybe undo everything that I did. Whatever you want to do. So yeah. That will do it for this episode, though, for this video. Be sure to leave some feedback, because this sort of video really relies on you guys giving me feedback. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, let me know what you think in the comments, give me feedback. Again, I really rely on that. I gotta get back to writing scripts for coming video essays and preparing streams for the next few days, which, if you don't know, I do stream rather regularly now on Twitch, twitch.tv/WildSparrow. Go over there, check it out, please. Give me a follow, it's free. And I will see you in whatever I upload next.